bytes and blocks align. Crypto stands entwined. We're sparking the charge. Rare bits, we go large. We are rare bits, breaking the code. Witness the surge, watch the sword unfold. Crypto waves, feel the energy rise. Rare bits, taking over in the sky.
What would you do if you weren't afraid? On the docket today, BlackRock amasses $27 billion in Bitcoin holdings. Bitcoin dominance hits 59.2%. It is basically the highest it's been since about 2021. Mudang surges 760% since its launch. Did you lose faith in that little hippo? Willy Woo and a few others are saying altcoin returns might not be as large as you thought. Lynn Alden is predicting a steadier liquidity growth for 2025, nothing parabolic. And Ripple CEO founder blasts SEC chair Gary Gensler because he's a boob. Shiba Inu approaches a golden cross despite market drop. Ton Society pushes for a balanced crypto CBDC approach. Chaos to clarity, noise to narrative. It is Sunday, the 27th of October, and it is time for... Today, the crypto greed and fear index is up 2 degrees from yesterday, coming in at a 74. Market cap is coming in positive 1.65%, while the 24-hour volume is down 54.23%. Bitcoin dominance on the 24 hours is down, so is Ethereum dominance as people play the meme coins over the weekend. We have 8 days until the presidential election, and today's token watch for the normies is Solana. People are looking at Solana. It has a gargantuan rise coming. Put it in the books. I put it on wax right now. It is only up 10% on the 7-day, but I think we will see it get close to the 850 mark sooner than you might believe. And this just in, Coinbase has launched Based Agent, a tool enabling users to create AI agents with crypto wallets to perform tasks like trades and staking in minutes. Before we get into more news, let us check the numbers for the nerds. We are pulling up the crypto heat map, and Bitcoin is up 1%. ETH is basically flat. When we look at the actual numbers, Bitcoin is trading at $67,915, up 1% on the day. Ethereum, $2,503. BNB, $588 as it tries to reclaim that 600 benchmark. Solana, $177, and XRP at 51 cents. My pick list, the top 5 today, we have Radium, SPX 6900, Phantom, Mumu the Bull, and Popcat have all risen over 5% in the last day, with Radium coming up 15% to the good in the last 24 hours. DEX volume is coming in at $5.79 billion with a 10% weekly change. Looking at top meme coins in the sector, what I want to key in on, and we're going to do this repeatedly for a couple days and see what happens. We're going to look at the top movers in the last hour. We have Nero, Brainlet, Kloss, Shogoth, and Nubcat. All of these have been in my repertoire at some point along the way. What I want to take note of is we have Nubcat, Klaus, Brainlet. These are all around the 881 to 780 market cap, right? As far as their pecking order. When we look at Nero, that's all the way up to 359 in market cap. What is the difference? Well, Nero market cap is about $97 million, while 782 down in the list, which would be Brainlet, it's only about $22 million. So some of these meme coins that show resilience through these troubling times, they have the potential to go parabolic. You just have to pick a couple. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch the movers on the hour every day during the show. The movers for the hour, we're going to comment on, and we're just going to see if they resonate, do they stand the test of the time, and will they be back on the list tomorrow? Looking at Polymarket News, we have another Iran strike on Israel before 2024 ends. Israel withdraws from Lebanon before December. While GD win a majority in the Georgia preliminary election, will Joe Rogan announce he is voting for Trump? He will probably not announce that before he has Kamala Harris on the show. Who will win? White women, I don't even know what that is. Israeli strike on Iranian nuclear facilities before the fucking year ends. It is just crazy what people have decided to bet on. Getting into the top 5 coins visited in the last 7 days. We have Toncoin, Bitcoin, Scroll, Dogs, and Deep Book. For a deeper dive, please tune into my Substack. Looking at the what the fuck news, all of this caught my attention this morning. We have Michelle Obama. She was campaigning for Kamala Harris, emphasizing women's rights, and Trump is attacking them. Okay. Tropical storm Trammy wreaks havoc in the Philippines, causing floods and landslides with about 136 reported dead or missing. New documentary reveals Chris Brown's troubling past with putting his hands on the ladies, and Israel retaliates against Iran with military strikes following a missile attack. It has been a tit for tat, and it is not going to stop. Donald Trump appeared on Joe Rogan's podcast. It stirred debate and brought up some awesome discussions about UFOs, election claims of fraudulent activity, all kinds of political strategies that may get put into place when Trump wins the election. And legal challenges have arisen for various states regarding mail-in ballots. Did you see it coming? I'm sure we are just getting started with all of this election horseshit. Top 5 movers, NOSA Ray, which is radium. We talked about it a minute ago. It is not only moving on the 24 hours, it is moving on the hour. Arrow, FTT, and Jito. Now, Nosana, this is a token that I've been hearing stuff about on X. It has not been on my list. I am going to do a deep dive on Nos tomorrow in the Substack. If you would like, oh, you know what? Actually, I do want to touch on the losers at the moment. Godius Maximus. It is down 16% on the 24 hours. This is a token that is being promoted by an artificial intelligence. I think these drops in the token are programmed. How does that happen? It's AI. It knows everything you're thinking, how you're going to think it, when you're going to think it, and when you're going to do it. It is playing chess when you are playing checkers. So, Godius Maximus, the GOAT token, is this something that you think has long-term viability? Another token, the FART token, another AI-promoted coin. Do these have long-term viability? Tell me, Godius Maximus and FART coin are not going to resonate with newbies that have never been in the space. You think they're going to go to Pepe and Bonk? Fartcoin and GOAT is hilarious. Where's your head at? My pick for this morning is Dolan the Duck, ticker sign DOLAN. I had the wonderful opportunity to sit in on a space with them and learn more about this token. As I did some research today, it just made me smile. There are images for Dolan absolutely everywhere. The other thing that I think is really interesting is this is not a new token. This is 9 months old. And Murad, who has become the meme coin wizard in the space, he will not even look at a token until it hits the 6-month benchmark. So when you look at Dolan, hop into Google, do a search, and the images that pop up, they make you smile. That is traction, right? The MOG, that is traction. We want traction. We want stuff that makes you smile. So this is an upcoming hit in my view. I am all about Dolan at the moment. Polymarket predictions for who will be seated in the White House throne. 65% are betting Trump, 35% are betting Kamala Harris. Where is your bet at? And before we get into Moodang, I just wanted to comment kind of on the overall crypto market. Bitcoin has continued to show uncertainty, hovering around the 67K mark after an absolutely volatile week. Despite clipping about $69,500, the weekly performance shows an actual 1.6% decline. Market cap at $1.325 trillion. While its market dominance peaked, most alternative cryptocurrencies face losses across the board, with Ethereum, Toncoin, Avalanche, Shiba Inu all experiencing significant drops. Solana and Tron bucked the trend, gaining 8.5% and 6% respectively, with Solana climbing above 170. We will take it. Cha-ching. Then emerging token news. Mudang is back in action, had a surge of about 42% in the last 24 hours. Trading volume is off the charts. The token has gained 153% over the week and 765% since its launch. Godius Maximus, developed by the Truth Terminal, has generated $386 million in trading volume with a market cap of $780 million at the time of writing. The other token I think you should have on your list is Punk. Despite a minor 2% daily decline, it has achieved a monthly gain of about 16% and a year-to-date return of 403%. I think there is still tons of room to grow for Punk. Bitcoin dominance reached 59.2%, the highest since April 2021, as other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum struggle to keep pace. Since January, Bitcoin ETFs have attracted about $22 billion. And at the moment, we're seeing a lot of Ethereum ETF outflows, which is troubling. If trends continue, we are going to see the solidification of Bitcoin ETFs, which I think has probably already arrived. Jack Booth, the co-founder of Ton Society, emphasizes that widespread cryptocurrency adoption absolutely hinges on decentralization, particularly within the open network. Booth cautions against the potential threats of central bank digital currencies to privacy self-sovereignty. He advocates for a balanced approach where traditional and decentralized systems coexist. I don't know if that's possible. I think the new wave needs to be the only wave. One of the crypto analysts that I follow, Willy Woo, he is thinking that the meme cycle might not have the trajectory and rise that many of the degens are hoping it will have. Woo advises against long-term altcoin holdings, noting that current market heavily is favored toward the insiders. If you are not in the cabal, you are out. It's that simple. The interesting thing he also notes is that everybody is kind of shifting toward this meme coin cycle and away from the technology. And this should be a note to everybody. Nobody cares about the tech. It needs to have good user experience. That's it. Nobody cares what's under the hood. I just want to drive. And I checked in with Guru Lynn Alden. I listened to something she put up on her YouTube. She forecasts continued global liquidity growth in 2025, but we are going to see a modest pace, which is absolutely frustrating if you have been a Bitcoiner waiting for this post-halving bull run to happen. Lynn does not think we are going to see the explosive growth we saw in 2017 and 21. She explains this moderation is due to debt that is locked in at low rates from 2021, suggesting that while rate cuts may impact short-term borrowing, they won't necessarily affect long-term rates significantly. And another analyst that I check in with on the regular is Rect Capital. He thinks that Bitcoin is showing signs of a classic textbook breakout pattern. We love to see it. For confirmation, Bitcoin needs to maintain a weekly close above $63,300 with levels above $67,900. We would say that is absolutely bullish. At the time of writing, Bitcoin was trading at $66,989, and it appears to be tracking actually ahead of its halving schedule. Rect thinks that we are 35 days ahead of our halving schedule, citing that parabolic movement is coming. Blunts also agrees that parabolic movement is coming. What Blunts is looking at is the concentration of shallow price dips. Lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, and up we go. And my new favorite person in the world, Ripple co-founder Chris Larsen, has launched a sharp critique of the boob, also known as SEC Chair Gary Gensler, labeling him as a boob, also known as the worst public servant in U.S. history, according to the boob meter. Chris let all of this drop during a CNBC appearance. I am here for it. This criticism follows an ongoing battle between Ripple and the SEC, despite charges against Larsen and CEO Brad Garlinghouse being dismissed last October due to insufficient evidence and Gary Gensler being a boob. The boob Gary Gensler has decided to appeal the decision, but he is not getting much traction. He is just a fucking pain in the ass. Shiba Inu is finally showing some absolutely wonderful technical indicators. Do we see it shedding a zero? This dog would like it to happen. While Shiba Inu experienced a significant price drop, it has recovered above its 50-day moving average, which is absolutely really nice. We are seeing stronger buyer support. This movement could also potentially signal a potential bullish momentum is about to pick up. Oh my goodness. BlackRock has reached an absolutely significant milestone. They have accumulated over 400,000 Bitcoin. Let that sink in. Holy shit, that is about $29 billion. It includes a recent acquisition of 34,000 more to round off their $400,000 total. Now think about this. As the world's largest asset manager becomes the largest holder of the most important asset in history, what are you doing if you are not holding Bitcoin? I cannot wait to see the BlackRock and the MicroStrategy go to battle. Apple, please get on board. Invest some of your cash into Bitcoin. Microsoft, do the same thing. We need technological giants and innovative thinkers to be part of this crypto movement. In my opinion, having BlackRock hold this stash is not the answer we want. We want innovators to be the custodians of the most important asset in the world. All food for thought. If you are still craving crypto clarity, subscribe to my Substack, go to my website, get some merch. Warning, rare bits may cause hodling.
Blockchain minds on a heavy road. Crypto news in the mix we stay.